AJ back for a movie review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix movie Blood Red Sky. But before I begin, please consider subscribing. Well, don't consider subscribing, do subscribe. Come on, the button's down there, just press it. Ain't going to take you any time at all. It's not going to hurt you, it's not going to cost you anything. Just press that button and we're all good. So Blood Red Sky. This is actually a production from Netflix Germany. So the film is rated 18. It was released on July 23rd. I think it's flown underneath everyone's radar. No pun intended there. So I thought tonight, I'll sit down, I'll watch this film, see what it's about, because I've heard some good stuff, although the film's got a very generic title, Blood Red Sky. I thought, okay, I'll sit down and I'll watch this, see what it's all about. So before I begin with my review, the film stars Perry Baumeister as Nadja. I don't know if my pronunciation's correct or not. Carl Anton Koch as Elias, he's a little boy in it. Alexander Scher as 8-Ball, he's some sort of psychopath guy. Kai Suti as Farid. Dominic Purcell, who was in Prison Break, one of the brothers, the bigger one, and he's in Legends of Tomorrow. He stars as Berg, and Scottish actor Graham McTavish as Colonel Drummond. The film had a budget of 15 million and its runtime is 2 hours and 1 minute. Now, the premise of the story is, and there will be spoilers in this review unfortunately, but the poster for the film does tell you anyway, so I'm not going to go into major spoilers towards the end of the film, but there will be spoilers, so bear that in mind. The film is basically about this woman who you believe is ill and sick, and she wants to head from Germany to America for some form of operation to get her better. Obviously her son's with her. They board this plane, nighttime flight, only for the plane to be taken over by terrorists, led by Dominic Purcell. Alexander Scher as 8-Ball is like a psychopathic terrorist, like you always generally have in this sort of a film. So the plane's taken over by these terrorists, and the mother, who you believe to be suffering with cancer or something of that ilk, jumps into action to save the plane. Only there's a twist in the film, and this is where the spoiler comes, but the poster does spoil it as well by her reflection in the mirror in the window of the plane when she's sat in her seat. She's actually a vampire. Yes, she's not full vampire. She's sort of, for the love of her son and that, she's fighting off the urges and all that she has, and she's controlling it and this sort of stuff. But she jumps into action. She does end up being shot, but where she's a vampire, it doesn't kill her. And the nutty terrorist 8-Ball, he manages to get some of her blood, and in turn turns himself against her will, and she's very happy about it, into a vampire himself. And all sort of crazy stuff ensues upon the plane. It's a big plane. A lot of different sort of, you got the cockpit, you got the cabin crew, you got the cargo hold, you got the underside that's used by the staff. So there's a lot of areas on the plane. It ain't simply set in the upper part, where people sit. So the scenery does change from time to time. The film's come out of nowhere. Obviously I knew nothing about it. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know that she was a vampire till just before I watched it. I saw an image online that showed me her with a vampiric face. I did miss in the poster that she's a vampire, because like I said, it's a very generic poster, very generic title, so it's like, it's one of them films easily dismissed just because it looks crap. But believe you me, this film was very good. It was enjoyable from beginning to end. It does a lot of different stuff with the vampires that, and her story along with her son, it's like, she's fending off this need to become a vampire all the way through, you know, and even the son, she's got a wonderful relationship with him. His acting is brilliant within the film. Her acting is good. Graham McTavish plays, sort of bookends the film at the beginning and end as an army colonel, because the film does start with a plane being landed, and then it goes into flashback of what's occurred. Yeah, so I don't really want to go any more into the plot, because a lot more does happen other than, oh, is a twist, she's a vampire. Like I said, the poster gives that away, but I'm not going to give away what occurs. You know, there are some twists and turns in the story. It was a very fun piece. It was a very enjoyable film. If you haven't seen it, you should watch this. Like I said, the acting is fine. Primarily, the film is spoken in English and German. There are, you know, the terrorists generally be speaking in English. The people on the plane are speaking German. So half of the film's subtitled, half of the film's not subtitled. So it's not a fully German production. Obviously, Dominic Purcell's an American actor. Graham McTavish is a British actor, Scottish actor. So it has got a wealth of different, you know, talent within the film from different places. That's probably to make it a bit more, you know, try and get it into American audience a bit more by having Dominic Purcell, and the same with Graham McTavish. Do you know what I mean? To try and draw in the different crowds in the different territories. But yeah, I mean, I think Netflix Germany, you know, are knocking out better films than Netflix anywhere else at the moment. This is an amazing film. It really is. On Rotten Tomatoes currently, it's sat at a 84% critic consensus, but surprisingly only 57% audience score, which does amaze me. It's one of them films that's just, it's surprising. It's come out of nowhere, and you know, you watch it. It's 2 hours of a very good time. The vampire makeup looks good. As the film progresses, the makeup on her sort of grows. It's at first it's a bit sort of bland looking, but as she develops more and more, you know, gives into her vampiric ways, it's like she starts becoming a full vampire as opposed to, you know, just part vampire. So yes, it's a very enjoyable film. There's not much else I can really say about it, other than, you know, I'd give it a big thumbs up. So that was just a quick review. You know, I didn't want to spend too much time. Seriously, if you haven't seen this film, or if it's not on your radar, check it out. You'll be very surprised. It's a hell of a good time. Most surprising film I've seen in quite a while, actually. Very good, very good. So anyway, this is AJ. It's my review. But before I go, please consider leaving me a comment, and I'll get back to you. Hit that subscribe button, like I said at the beginning. It's just there. What's it going to cost you? Nothing. Just come on, just press that button. Yeah, share the video if you like it. Also, give me a thumbs up. And hit the notification bell, because I do have more content on the way. Anyway, so this is AJ. I'm getting going now, and we shall see you all later. Goodbye all. Thank you for watching.